If you're looking to start boxing, whether it's for fitness or you want to compete in the amateurs, in this video I'll be talking about what boxing equipment you will need before you start boxing and the price ranges for each equipment. The most important thing you will need when you're starting out is going to be hand wraps. Hand wraps are going to protect your hands. You want to make sure you get 180 inches in length, because with that type of length you can protect your hands better as far as your wrist, your knuckles, and overall just your hands are going to be nice and well padded. And you could also make a knuckle pad with that type of length. So make sure you get you 180 inches. Or if your kid is willing to box or wants to learn how to box, make sure you get 120 inches because they're a little bit smaller. Since they have smaller hands, you want to get a smaller length for your kids. But if you need help wrapping your hands, I got a video that I'm going to tag below that I made on how you should wrap your hands when you're first learning how to box, so you can protect your hands fully protected and you won't get hurt when you're hitting the bags. You will also need boxing shoes. I recommend you use boxing shoes because boxing shoes are a lot lighter than any type of other shoe, and they also offer you a lot better ankle protection. So make sure you get you some boxing shoes. These right here are from the brand Mizuno's, but you can get brands from any type of brands. Nikes, you get Adidas. But if you want to wait on boxing shoes, you can also get you some running shoes. Running shoes are also really good when you're first starting out how to box. If you don't want to invest in boxing shoes just yet because you don't know if you're going to be boxing long term, you could also use some running shoes. But if you do want to compete, you will definitely need both, because as a fighter, you're basically a full-time runner. You will be running a lot and you will be boxing a lot. So you want to get both boxing shoes and running shoes. Once you know you're going to compete and you want to compete, you want to get both. If you are just starting boxing and you don't know how to run for boxing, I'll tag a video below that I made how you should be running for boxing. So make sure you guys check that video out. Next, you want to get a jump rope. Jump rope is really important for boxing because it helps you with hand-eye coordination, helps you with footwork, but you want to make sure you know how to measure it. So what you want to do is you want to step on the jump rope. You want to make sure it doesn't surpass your shoulders. If it goes over your shoulders, it's too long and you're going to be tripping over the jump rope. So you want to make sure it doesn't surpass your shoulders, just how it is right here. The next piece of equipment you're going to need are some boxing gloves. I recommend you use 16 ounces or 14 ounces because you'll be able to hit the bags a lot harder and not hurt your hand. So when you're working on power, make sure you use 16-ounce gloves. When you're working on speed, you can go a little bit lighter, go to 12s or 14-ounce gloves, but you don't want to go lower than that. Now, if you're going to compete, then you also want to train at least once a week with the gloves that you're going to use to compete with, right? So if you're in the amateur boxing, if you're under 141 pounds, then you're going to compete with 10-ounce gloves. So you want to make sure you train with 10-ounce gloves at least once a week. But if you're heavier, if you're 152, I think, to 200 pounds, then you want to train with 12-ounce gloves at least once a week to get used to your competition gloves, so it won't be a surprise when you actually put them on for a fight. If you're looking to compete in amateur boxing or you want to spar, then you will definitely need headgear. When you're sparring, I recommend you use the cheek headgear because it offers better protection. It covers basically it covers your full cheek, so you won't get bruised up and you won't get cut. Now, if you're going to compete, I recommend you use the non-cheek headgear because it's a lot lighter. You can move your head a lot faster and you can see your opponent. You can see everything much better than the cheek headgear. So make sure you guys get you some headgear if you're looking to compete. If you're not going to compete, you're just doing boxing for fitness and you don't want to spar, then you don't need a headgear. Remember, headgear protects you from cuts, not from getting punched or not from making the punch impact minimal. No, your skills, your defense is what makes you a better fighter and you're not going to get hit. If you're looking to compete, you will also need a cup, a groin protector to go with the headgear. I recommend you use the jog strap, which is a little bit lighter. It's like a jog strap. It's a little bit lighter. You can move around the ring a lot faster, a lot smoother. You're able to move better with this cup. Now, if you're working on inside fighting and you want to protect basically your body a lot better, your abs and stuff, then you want to use the bigger one. This one will protect you a lot better, but it's also a lot slower. It kind of grips you a little bit better, so you're a lot tighter down here. But you're also able to sit down on your punches better, so if you want to work on inside fighting, make sure you get you the bigger one. Fast, slow. Remember, you're going to move fast with this, you move a little bit slower with this. So if you're working on moving, boom. We're working on power, boom. Another piece of equipment you will need if you're going to be competing or sparring is a mouthpiece, because it's going to protect your teeth when you're getting punched. But I recommend that you train with it on if you're going to compete, so you get used to breathing with it, because it is hard in the beginning to breathe with a mouthpiece when you're new to it. So make sure you train with your mouthpiece on when you're first learning how to fight and when you're first gonna make your first fight. The last thing you're gonna need is a gym bag to put all the equipment that I just showed you in this video, which is your boxing gloves, your boxing shoes, your hand wraps, your mouthpiece, your cup, your headgear. You're gonna need a gym bag to put all your stuff in it, so make sure you get you one of these. I will tag a link down below so you can purchase either one. If you made it this far in the video, make sure you comment down below what type of boxing content you wanna see me do next. That's it for today's video, but if you're looking to improve your overall boxing abilities, make sure you check out my previous videos. I got lots of good boxing educational videos on my channel, so make sure you check them out. But make sure you like and subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any of my weekly boxing content.